You're listening to Bodify Insider from Bodify Functional Fitness.
Muy buenas tardes. Cambiamos hasta de idioma, ¿ok? Muy buenas tardes, sí, tardes, noches, siendo aquí las 6:49 hora de México. Y que es 7:49 over there, right?
7:49 over here, yes, sir.
Ok, bueno, pues ya estamos en el podcast, Mr. Pete Science. Welcome to a podcast, que ya también tenemos rato que we haven't done a podcast.
Yes, it's been too long, man. Too long that we get to talk about, our favorite things and get to just chat with each other, inform everybody, keep everybody accountable, telling them all the fun stuff that we've been doing, what we're going to do. Yeah, we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today, man. It's been puro event for the last couple of weeks.
Great stories, right?
Absolutely, man. Some of the best stories come out of these things. The best life-changing moments. It fills your heart every time I go to these events, and it's not about me, it's about everybody that gets to that start line, takes on the challenge, puts their fitness to the test, competes. And it's not even about competing about other people. Sometimes it's just about competing with yourself. And yesterday, so it's lots of fun things to talk about today, man.
Yes, and y todo esto viene because, like, I know that it was at the beginning, or it was last year, you launched a new hybrid training program, no?
It was the beginning of last year. I think it's December.
Probably, right?
It flies by, yeah. It flies by.
There's a new training program, and that's where pretty much this story starts, from a lot of what we're going to be talking about today and what we're going to be showing today. Which I know there's a podcast. I'll put it on the description so you can listen to that one as well. But like 2 weeks ago, ya ni me acuerdo cuándo fue esto, pero this is where this podcast starts. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're going to talk about, let's start off with DEKA Fit in Austin. That's us, man. And that's not even everybody.
I know.
That was on Sunday, but a lot of people had left from Saturday. Or that was on Saturday and more people went on Sunday. I don't know. It's a big blur to me now at this point, but that's about, we're missing about 10, 15 people from there. We had tons of people, man. We won biggest team. So we were the gym with the most people there representing it. So out of, 1,500, 2,000 people, I don't know the exact number, but we had the biggest team there. So very proud moment for me. We got on stage. We got to take a picture. It was really, really a great event. So yeah, this was Sunday. It was Sunday because on Saturday, some people had already left. So yeah, it was unbelievable, man. So
May 10th.
This was a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And it was DEKA Fit. So this is kind of what we trained for in the hybrid athlete program. It was, we dedicated about 6 weeks just for this race.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the culminating moment, man, where it all came together. There was people that had never done it before. There was people trying to PR. There was people trying to podium. And we got some great results, not only from the people that podiumed, but people did the best they've ever done. And some people never thought they could ever do anything like this. And they went to Austin. I'm sure they were scared. And they showed up and they started and they finished. And everybody did freaking great, man. And on top of that, it was the way that the Bodify community supported each other. I mean, people were running from side to side because people were all out there at different times. So, we were from one side of it, and then somebody was starting and you would go to the other side and people were finishing and, the burpees at the end. And then they added smoke and to the finish line and a big bell that you have to ring at the end. And, dude, it was, those are the stories. Those are the moments when you see somebody suffering for, weeks, you know, and I'm not saying suffering in a bad way. I'm just, you
Mm-hmm.
know, they're putting in the work. And, you know, it's Laredo. It's hot and they're out there and they're working and they're working and they're working. And to get to prove to them and to prove to themselves that what they're doing is working. And it's not only physically, but mentally, it's you're putting it to the test, you know, because it's scary, you know. Even at I still get butterflies when I get to a start line, you know, and I love that feeling. But somebody that's never really experienced it, you know, it's a scary moment. And then you get there and you start, and there's 1,000 people cheering for you, you know, and then there's some friendly faces in the crowd. And man, how do you not love those moments? And then they finish, you know, and you get tears, you get laughs, you get smiles, you get hugs, you get kisses. Um, what's not to love, you know? And that just and then everybody did great, you know. Not one person got hurt, not one person didn't finish. Everybody finished with a smile on their face, and that's what it's all about, man.
No, it's always fun and for as a coach or as a member to see like the people that you train with like putting the work, and then at the day of the event, like yes, like you said, like you're nervous or you're excited, uh and like you're there standing at the starting line,
Yeah.
music, the announcer
Mhm.
is just like talking and you are next to strangers and you don't know who you're competing against, but like maybe you're just there for the fun, maybe you're there to compete, maybe you're there to PR your best time. And it's always excited, challenging to go to DEKA Fit. And I get it, like people like getting nervous, but like hey, it's fun. Like you have put the work. Like if you are training consistently, at least I would say 3 times a week, like and you like to run, this is something that is always going to be fun. and and if you haven't experienced a DEKA Fit event or any of our DEKA events, like you need to, because
Absolutely.
this is a community. Okay, it's like one big team. And I know, for example, if people from other gyms from Laredo go, like I know we will cheer for them, we will also support them. It's not
For
like
sure.
I think we're even proud not to see more people from Laredo doing these events,
Absolutely.
like when we see Oscar and his wife, when we see people from Triumph, when we see people from Evolve, from Warriors or other gyms, Daniela also going in, and you see all the Laredo community that they love hybrid racing. It's like a big celebration, no?
For sure, you know, it's you know, I take pride in the whole Laredo community. I mean, obviously, you know, I love Bodify, and you know, but you know, I'll tell you a story from my race. You know, it was like I was running with a couple of my guys, with Chuy, with Rick, with Dave. You know, so it was us four. You know, and we take off, and I'm running, and then all of a sudden I see Christian from Triumph Fit. You know, and I didn't even see him be at the start line. You know, because
Hmm.
we started different times. It staggered. So I was like, oh, badass, man, another one, you know, and it's great because it's healthy pressure, man. It's I know he's a great athlete. So it was fun to compete with him. It was great. It pushed me, you know, by far. So you know, when you're competing, it's good to get pushed and it's good to have that healthy, you know, pressure to because that's how you accomplish great things is somebody's got to push you. So so yeah, man, I saw tons of people from different gyms, a lot of people that I've seen from other events, and the community, the hybrid community in general. You know, it's kind of like the Spartan community. There's is nothing but positivity. You know, nothing
Yeah.
but positivity. Nobody's complaining. You know, nobody is in a bad mood. Everybody is competing, healthy competition, and you know there's a ton of volunteers there. Nobody's giving them shit. You know, it really is the a beautiful way to celebrate fitness. Uh, that's what we're doing. It's celebrating this beautiful machine that God gave us, man. And I'll quote Yancey, quote Coach Yancey all the time. Like, you got to celebrate the beautiful machine. We're celebrating fitness together, and we need more of that in the world. We do. And these events, this Hyrox, the Deadly Dozen that we're going to this weekend, I think we got about 10, 15 people going from Bodify. Hopefully the other gyms as well. We're gonna go put it on display again. We're always ready at Bodify Hybrid Athlete, man. We're training to be ready all year round.
And I know there was people at Podium. No, I know you Podium as well. Coach Dan. Well, I don't have pictures de todo mundo, pero I just have probably Coach Dan because that's also he was also on the Spartan WhatsApp.
I got you. I don't want to miss anybody, but I know Dan. Dan got second place in his division. Gabby got third place in her division. I got first place in my age group and second place overall for the ultra. Nice. So I was really proud of that. I worked really, really hard for that. And I just like Dan and Gabby and everybody, honestly. But it's just years and years of work is finally, coming on, and I'm really enjoying these events. I know I'm missing somebody. Oh my God.
I don't see more people on like.
Well, even if there wasn't more podiums, I know a lot of people, and most people PR'd, and really, for the amount of time that they've been in it. I mean, I've been in this game for 10 plus years. It takes a while to get to a certain level where you're going for podiums. So I think that's not what it's all about. The most important thing is you are doing hard shit. You are competing. And I think you need a little bit of that in your daily life. You need to compete. And again, I come back to it. You're not always competing against other people. You're competing against yesterday. You're competing against last year. You're competing against the person that wasn't where you are right now. And so I think just celebrating those moments. What's that here? What you got there, Chuy?
The biggest team.
Yeah. Plus that, we won that. And that was probably one of my proudest moments. Besides getting on the podium, having all of those guys there, and the guys from the previous day that missed it. I'm sorry you guys missed this moment, but it really was. We were a big deal there in Austin. We had a tent at this event. We were a big part of this event. So it was really, really cool to experience that.
Great weekend.
Great weekend. Great weekend.
And then the following weekend.
Yeah, then we came back, worked a few days, and then we were back in Austin. Back in Austin, and it was the Austin Spartan race. It was a super on Saturday and the sprint on Sunday. So back to competing, and we had a good group of people there as well. Some newbies, that had never done it before. Some newbies to our Spartan program as well, that honestly, they kind of joined in halfway through it, and they were like, hey, I want to go race. And I was like, let's go for it. So they went. Yeah, that was a good group right there.
Some OGs y newbies también, no?
Yeah, I think Cynthia had come back. She hadn't raced in a few years, man. I hadn't even noticed. It was crazy, Humberto's there. He did really, really well. Kike podiumed on Sunday. Gabby podiumed again. She defended her second place title. So that was great. I got third place in my division as well. So did Kike. Gabby got second again.
And then Lucas at this happiness
Yeah,
right here.
look at that one, man. That was a good moment. And not only that, man, she took her kids. This is the first time she took her kids. She took them to DEKA Fit too, which was great because they were helping, passing out flyers and stuff like that for our events. But on this one, they got to experience that with their mom, and what better thing than to show them, all the hard work that she's put in. Setting a good example for those boys. So I know they were super proud of her. But that was a good moment too, man. It was she'd been working for that for a very long time. So she deserves it.
And then Chocha said, I was third age group in DEKA, I assume.
Where is he? I was third age group. Yes, sir. I knew it. I missed him. So Chochi did freaking amazing, man. And he fought through a hard day. I mean, look, you and I know what ultras are like. Dan knows. Tony knows. Ultras, in DEKA, we can get into the Spartan ultras in a different podcast. But this one it's just the monotony of it. It's 100 laps. It's 50 zones, and it sounds crazy. And you're just going in circle and you're doing everything 5 times. And you're trying to remember what lap you're on. It's not only being tired, you're trying to run fast. You're trying to keep your reps up, trying to take in nutrition. You're smiling and high-fiving people. And it's just a long day, so you can easily let that demon talk to you, and like, oh, slow down. No, quit. It's a hard race. Very different than Spartan. And all the guys, I mean, Rick, Chochi, and Dave, did amazing. And not only that, Rick did the ruck the day before he did the ultra. He's crazy. Yeah. And then Dave's even more nuts. Dave did the ruck, he did singles, and he did the ultra on Sunday. So I don't know how that guy's still standing, or how he was still standing on Sunday, but more power to him, man. Those guys are amazing.
Did he went to Austin or no?
For the Spartan? No, they didn't go to
they
didn't go to Spartan. No, I would have kicked him out of Austin, man. He needs to go home and rest.
I know. But I know he raced this past weekend, no? In Nuevo Laredo.
Yes. Yeah, they had Deadly Dozen, the DFT, no? The event that Titanes had.
Let me see if we can.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dave, for sure. Yeah, you can't stop Dave, man. I've tried to get him to slow down a little bit and take his recoveries more serious, but Dave's on a mission. Dave is on a mission for sure.
On a mission que es resting.
No, he doesn't rest. He just goes and goes and goes. He's the Energizer Bunny, man. But yes, super successful. The race in Austin was amazing. Austin. I mean, you've run Austin a bunch of times. Look, Spartan is that's my baby, man. I love hybrid racing. I love DEKA. I love Hyrox. We'll see about Deadly Dozen. I've never done one before. But Spartan is the true love. To me, that is different. It's a different breed. If you've never tried it, you have to. It is the OG obstacle course race. It really is. It's hybrid racing, before that word got popular, because you have to be fast, you have to be strong, you have to be mobile, you have to have body control. It just makes you a super complete athlete. And that's the part I love, man. And whether it's because you can go for a sprint or a super, which is testing your VO2 and it's testing your speed, or you can go for an ultra, and now it's testing your endurance and your mental strength and how long can you do it? How long can you endure? and it just tests every ounce of you, no matter what part of it. So hey, there's the Titanes one. Yeah. So this Dave was here too. It looked like a fun race. I heard very good things about it. It seemed very successful. So I actually got to talk a little bit with the owner of Titanes and
Julian.
and Luis. Yeah, Julian and Luis. And they told me it was very successful. So hopefully we see them at more events. Hopefully they have more events and we can support each other.
They're probably going to be también in San Antonio.
I hope so. I hope they're there so we can connect and support each other, because Laredo needs this stuff, man. It's we need more people doing things like this because our community needs it. And if we can have fun, be competitive, and all make fitness important in our community, I think it just grows and grows and grows exponentially, because not only are you doing it for the now, but you're doing it for the kids coming up, seeing their parents do this stuff, and it just keeps on growing. And I mean, I've talked to city officials, I've talked to everything. Like, this is the stuff that Laredo needs. You talk about fit cities, healthy cities, and it you have to start somewhere. And I think events like this, like DEKA, Hyrox, but even our local 5Ks, our 10Ks, the wellness games that we had, things like that, like, they're different, they're fun, they get the community going, and you get to celebrate fitness.
Yeah. And I know there's what's going to be this weekend, like the date. It's on the 23rd.
The 23rd, yeah.
Because there's a Deadly Dozen in Mexico City on the 30th here.
Oh, really? You gonna do it?
I don't know. the thing is, I only been like running and I'm building my strength right now, so I might go just for fun. But I need to see my agenda.
The thing about Deadly Dozen is it's just a lot of reps, man, but it's nothing heavy. And that's the part that I it's not so scary. It sounds like a lot of reps, and this one is a lot of running, but not ridiculous. I think it ends up being 3 miles. So even if you don't do it as a single, like I'm doing it with Coach Dan this weekend, so it kind of breaks it up. There's some built-in rest there. So I'm really excited about it. I think we can do really, really well. And we did a little practice run a couple of weeks ago, and it went well. So I think you should do it, Chuy. I think you need to at least find a partner and do teams. And at least you got the runs down, bro.
I know.
You can do the running.
I'll probably join the fun.
Absolutely.
Well, right now in a bit, I will tell you about my calendar for this year.
All right, I'm excited to hear it.
Pero yeah, Spartan Weekend was awesome, and I know you're gonna be launching the new training program for Dallas.
Yes.
I know there's going to be as well the DEKA event at the stadium.
Peg Energy Stadium. Yeah, that is. I mean, it's gonna be huge, man. We have the ability to have over 300 athletes at that event. We're running 5 lanes. We got that's what we had the booth for, to get some people from out of town as well. So we can talk about later events too. We have the big one in November that's coming up that, we're 500 plus athletes possible. We're going to be running 8 lanes, at least 8 to 10 lanes there at Peg Energy as well. We got some people coming in from Indiana. I might even get, one of the pros to come. I've been having some conversations with some people. So I don't want to say it. I don't want to, but I'm excited about what the future holds for our events. So sign up now if you guys want those early race heats. July in Laredo. I can't do anything about the heat. I can't do anything about the sun. So get those early heats if you guys want them. It's already open. November's already open too. You can sign up for it. We have a little twist for the November event that we'll probably get into in a future podcast, a little closer to it. But it's a competitive male wave and a competitive female wave. That way, you're competing, getting ready for the World Championships, which they just announced. The World Championships is in Fort
Dallas.
Worth. In Fort Worth,
Yeah, Fort Worth.
Yeah. So this will get you ready going up against similar competition, and you got to practice that too. You know, if you're in it to compete, you got to practice competing, and I think that's what some of the pros are going to come down and do with us. So don't hold me to it just yet, but that's what Theo Pete's been working on.
And it's going to be on July 18th.
July 18th is the July one, and then the November one is,
if my calendar is right, is the 14th.
No,
because Hyrox Dallas is the following weekend.
Yes, you are right. 14th, November 14th.
Hyrox Dallas is on the 21st.
Yes, so you'll be ready for Hyrox.
It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So we got a lot. You know, events is our thing. We do events. We love doing events, and we're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and better. And every time we try to outdo ourselves. So, you know, we got some great sponsors. We actually just signed up a sponsor for our July event. It's a stretching company. They were at DEKA Fit in Austin, and they're a place in Houston, and it's, you know, they stretch you out, you know, and the science of stretching. Before, I think Dan did it and he loved it right before he went out, and he said, dude, I was tight. I don't know what they did, but it was amazing. And it wasn't painful. It wasn't bad, but it worked. So they reached out to us, and they're going to be at our July event there at PEG, man. So
wow,
that's pretty cool. They're driving down from Houston, you know.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because for the first, like, today I was like on the internet, and then I just saw this place that is near me. It's like a stretching place también. I was like, the hell, like a place just for stretching. And you see the chiropractor doctor, I don't know, like kind of like stretching people, and it looked like a very legit place. It looks very well. But I didn't know about like those type of like businesses. But I right now, like, fitness is booming, and everybody needs help in so many ways. And
it is. I knew of one in Austin, and I always wanted to try it out because it looks amazing, you know. And they just work on you and stretch you and just different type of movements. And it's not really chiropractor, or it's not really PT. So it looked interesting, and I know it's getting popular. But this one is called Tube Fit, and they had a booth there at DEKA Fit, and they had their tables and stuff, and they were just working on people, you know. So take advantage of it. You know, they're gonna be here for the July event, and hopefully for future events as well.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So the November event's on the 14th, right? We'll see.
You better put that one on your calendar, man, because we got some big things going on with that one, man. I haven't even let out all the secrets.
If we talk about the calendar, or my calendar, I see that my next, without counting maybe Deadly Dozen in 2 weeks, I have the Spartan Beast. It's the Latin America Championship right here in Mexico City.
Nice.
So I really want to do that one.
Cool.
And then September 6th, it's Hyrox Acapulco. So that is also super close. Then Spartan Ultra Dallas, October 18.
Hell yeah, you better go to that one.
That's my A race.
That's the A race.
And then Hyrox in Mexico City is November 1st.
Okay.
So it will be like November 1st, and then what? A ver, ¿qué era?
A couple weeks until our event, and then the Dallas one is 3 weeks later.
Oh yeah. It's like probably like it's like October weekend, the last weekend of October.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. It gives you enough time to recover. For
Say
sure.
a
Yeah.
week.
A
So
week.
that's that's the plan.
Well, I'm excited. That sounds fun. It's well spread out. I like it. I'm excited that you're gonna do the ultra, man, in Dallas. You better get that running going, bro.
No, that's why I already started. Like, yeah, and I feel great right now. So if I feel great right now, and there's like a bunch of time todavía, but to
Sure.
be training, and I'm like, the plan is to podium. So the plan is to beat science. So we'll see.
You've been saying that for years.
Last
I like it.
The last time we did that race, you beat me by 10 minutes, something like that.
I don't know. That seems too short. I don't know about that.
It was like 10, 15 minutes.
I don't know, man. But last year, I would have killed anybody, bro. Last year, it's just that whole weather thing just screwed up everything. But I was PRing last year, man. It was such a great race. So that's my plan too, man. That really is the race. I've been thinking about Vermont too, and I don't know, but Vermont just messes you up so bad. You don't recover for a month from Vermont. So it's like, do you want to just do Vermont, or do you want to do the rest of these races? So that's the decision I'm trying to make right now. But one of those is going to be my A race, and because I know I can win Dallas. I'm really feeling good about that one, and I would really want to. But Vermont is like, God, this will be my 20th. My next ultra is going to be my 20th. So I kind of want to make it special. That was my first one, so if I could bookend, my first one, and I'm not saying I'm retiring, but, soon, I don't know if I'll ever do Vermont again. Vermont's just a monster, but I really want to take a group of people, and this might not be the year, this may be the year, to take a bunch of people to Vermont and show them Vermont. Killington, the monster that it is, because that's the one that changed all of our lives. I think it changed your life. I think it changed mine. Mm-hmm. I think everybody that goes has that moment. And again, you want to hear all about those stories, you can go back to a prior podcast, and we get into detail about Killington and the brutality of it, but the benefit of it and how much we cherish that place. I think Chuy's been there, 5-6 times. I've been there 3 or 4 times. The only DNF I have is because of fucking Killington, and it really changed my mindset, not only about racing, not only about fitness, but about life. And it's important. So I would really, really want to make that one like an event that we get a big group of people to go, a bunch of Spartans coming from Laredo to go do that one and support each other. So I don't know if 2026 is the year, maybe it's 2027, but that one's still kind of, it's lurking there in the back of my mind,
Well, I guarantee one thing, like for any person that goes to Vermont, that you will get like one of your biggest stories. Like, you have a badass story about that race.
For sure.
No matter what, you have a badass story about that one. Like obviously my best story is between Iceland when we went to the World Championship and then Vermont. Like, I have 4 DNFs in freaking Vermont, and then but I can tell you, I have 5 freaking badass stories about Vermont. Like, it was our first race ever, like Spartan race. So that's a huge story.
Right.
And then you just mentioned the DNF, and I think it was the second year, right? When you DNF?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your second time that we went there.
Right.
And then the third time that I was like, this is going to be like third time Yeah, like it's going to be and tómala, no.
Is that
And
when you went
then
with Luis? With Luis? Or was that fourth?
no, that was fourth.
Oh,
That was
okay.
my fourth one. That was my fourth one. And then the fifth, it was just like a dream.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I think like you said, there's a podcast there, so
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
listen
That
to it.
that's a long story. We'll say it again. Maybe when we get a big group to go.
Uh-huh.
It really is. But again, Spartan racing,
It's always fun.
it's always fun, and to me it's my true passion.
Yeah,
Again, it's like, look, most of that is Spartan racing.
exactly.
I love the other medals. They all mean something to me. Every race has a story. Uh, but nothing compares to Spartan racing for me. Um, if you told me you could only race one thing, it would be that.
Fuck
It
yeah.
would be easy,
Yeah,
easy.
I was talking to a friend the other day, and he's like all in with Hyrox and hybrid
Yeah,
racing, which I love también.
sure.
But like I was showing him like my calendar and what I want to do, and he was like, "Why Spartan races are like your A races?" It was because that's me. That's what I love. That's my passion. That's what I've been doing for the last probably 10, 11 years. And every race just, I don't know, it's fucking fun.
Fuck yeah. It toughens you up too, man. Like, I look at the people that have been with us when they first started, and then they get into Spartan. They're different, man. We're a different breed. Like, we're some tough motherfuckers.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to hurt us. Especially my ultras. We can go through some shit, and you know, life stuff. Life stuff. You go through it, and you're different when you come out. Not only the race, but when you come out through the training. It is. I love the way we train people for Spartan racing. I think when I see my people at an event, even at this Austin event, they know what the fuck they're doing. You go, and 80% of the people do not know what they're doing, and that always gives them a chance to do really, really well, to stay safe, to do it the right way. My people do their burpees. My people do the penalty loops. My
Exactly.
people, Spartan race. I have true Spartans, and that's why we get to trail run. What's better than that, Chuy? What's
Uh-huh.
better than Spartan run? Yeah, you could run in the city or in the monte. You give me monte all day long, and then if you take me to the mountains, even better.
See, no, and like we said, like we love hybrid racing también, and I'm not saying that Hyrox, DEKA, Deadly doesn't, it's not challenging,
Right.
but like they're like it's standardized in a way, no? Like
Sure.
you already
Right.
know, like for example, Hyrox, it's super
Yeah.
standardized. Like you're gonna go to a venue, AC, all the commodities, which is that's one of the things that I love about Hyrox or DEKA.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But going, for example, to Austin, like this past weekend, yes, it's the same freaking venue, but it's a different way, different obstacles. It's
Different
like
weather.
different weather. So that's what makes it more challenging in a way and fun and fucking exciting to you don't know what is going to come out like in the venue. Like that's for
Absolutely.
example, like Dallas, it's one of the venues that we have raced in fucking cold weather,
Yeah.
muddy as hell. Like you can even like you couldn't run.
Right.
Hot,
Super hot. Yeah.
super hot, rainy, which is I think last year you guys got
Last year
that
was
as well.
ridiculous.
A
Yeah, there
storm
was hail. Yeah, it was horrible.
and beautiful weather.
Yes.
The same venue in with a different setup, but the weather makes it a whole different story.
Absolutely. Different venue. We started off at that other ranch. You remember that old, real pretty venue. And
Yeah,
now it's at this new one, which is great too. They both have their challenges, their hills. I wouldn't call them mountains, but they're nice. But that's the beauty of it is, even what they're doing now is they don't put out the map other than the route, but they don't tell you what obstacles that you're going to do. Kind of like the old days where they kept it kind of secret.
Okay.
Back in the old days, you know, they had those secret ones. Now it's all secret. Like we didn't know what was going to be, what obstacles were there. You know, you could guess, but you didn't know what order. So you can't prepare for it. And I love that part, you know, with Hyrox, the beauty of Hyrox and any hybrid racing is, and I think what makes it so popular nowadays is you can train for it. You know exactly what you're getting. It's very simple movements, you know, with Hyrox, they're easy movements, you know, I'm not saying it's easy, but easy movements, nothing
Like
that's going to
functional movements, no things that you probably do on a daily basis, no?
Yeah, so that's the popularity of it, is that everybody can do those movements for the most part, especially DEKA, and Deadly doesn't. You know, Hyrox, you got the sleds, and you have to have a certain amount of strength for that. But everybody can do those movements. You know what to do. You know what's coming. You can train for it. Nothing's changing. Now, the other end of the spectrum is Spartan, and that's the beauty of Spartan is you don't know what you're training for. You know, you don't know what weather you're going to get. You don't know what the terrain's going to be like. You know, we didn't know what the hell we were getting into when we went to Vermont, you know. We didn't know we were going to climb a mountain. You know, we thought, okay, it's Vermont. You don't think mountains in Vermont.
Like a hill, maybe.
Yeah, we thought like a hill, you know. It's like, holy shit, you know, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And are we going to survive this? You know, it starts getting dark, you know, it is a whole other animal, Spartan racing. But I think that's where the character building, and that's where it changes your life. You know, hybrid racing, love it to death. I love the competition aspect of it. I love the simplicity of it. But my true heart is in the chaos of Spartan racing.
And something that you also mentioned is like, for example, if you go and do like a DEKA event or hybrid or Hyrox, like you can do it for fun because it's your first one, because you want a PR, or if you're competing, like, okay, it's also, you spice it up in another way. But for example, Spartan also as well. Like you want to do it for the fun because it's your first one, because it's something that you like, because you want a PR in the venue. But when you race in Spartan race, is the closest feeling of being hunted. Like you're just fucking going out loud. You're breathing like and you can't stop because like you're like, if you're like competing and you're like up there with the three guys in front of you, like it's on.
Right.
And some other people, like other participants, make it fun as well. Like they will talk shit to you during the race in a fun way. Like it's so fun, obviously. And you can manage that to either get pissed or feel yourself and go at it. Like it's just fucking fun. Like it's if you haven't done a Spartan race yet, give your chance to do one. Like there's like the new program that you're gonna be doing. There's also the race in San Antonio, which is like I think in November.
Yeah, early November. So that's a couple weeks after our event in Dallas. So this program will get you ready for that one as well. That one's, I think it's trifecta weekend too. So you got a beast over there now too. So the and it's really divine. So it's you don't even need to get a hotel. You can just drive up that morning and race.
I love this coming from Claudia. Hunger Games.
To the death, Claudia, to the death. I love it.
Sí. Pero yeah, it's always fun, and like it's I'm happy to see like members still doing Spartan or newbies joining the adventure, and it is addictive. It is
for
addictive.
Sure, and it's fun for me too. You know, we had four newbies that had never done the program before, much less a race. You know, 2 of them actually went and did the race in Austin. But it's back to I'm coaching, you know, the basics, and it really gives a refresher to everybody to be more efficient and stuff like that. So it's really a lot of fun to coach that class. You know,
repetition is the mother of all skills.
There you go. All skills for sure.
The basics. It's like the other day I was like listening to a video of the Tom Brady, and he talks about like doing the basics, like going back to the basics and training the basic and repetition. It's all about training, repetition, and like in any sport, I think, like for example, hybrid racing, DEKA again, or Spartan race. Like if you don't train for it, yes, it's going to be fucking horrible and hard. But if you work out, like maybe even if you're not even training for an event like this, like if you're just going to a group fitness place, because I'm not sure about like just doing weights, but if you're moving your heart rate up and down and you do some runs here and there, you're gonna have fun, like in any of these sports. So this is for everyone as well.
And you know, training the hybrid program, it's getting you ready for Spartan too. You know, it's because you're working the same systems, you know, you're working the same muscles. It's not like you have to be super strong. It's not like, you know, you just have to be strong enough, you know, and fit enough to really compete. And the beauty of it, it gets you in really good shape. You're having fun while you do it, and you're getting in really, really good shape. I'm super proud of the hybrid athlete program. I think the amount of progress that's being made since we started it and how it's advanced. It was on display at DEKA. You know, it's going to be on display at our events. It'll be on display, you know, at the Spartan races, and definitely Hyrox as well. So even this weekend at Deadly Dozen, we got some coaches going, we got some members going, and we're gonna put on a show, man. I think we're getting there. You know, we're getting super competitive, and it's not just the coaches; it's our athletes now.
And the hybrid program.
I'm losing to Chuy.
You hear me? You see me? I see you.
I see you, but you're cutting off a little bit.
Okay. I was asking you about the hybrid training program. Does that like has like a starting point, or it just goes on?
Well, we're always getting ready for a race. So we target a race down the line. So right now we're targeting our July event. So the program started last week, the new version, because we come off a race. We came off of DEKA Fit. Then we start the new program right after that. So we're always targeting like a major race, and that's our July race. So we had a 10-week program for this event. Now there's races in between that people go to, like the Titanes one and stuff like that. But you're always, that's the beauty of it. Like I'm putting together a program, and the coaches are coaching it to where we're getting you ready for whenever you want to race. You're going to be race ready for whenever you want to go race, whether it's one of our races, one of the one that the group is going to, or it is something that you're doing solo mission, you know? So that is the beauty of the program. So whether sometimes it's a 6-week program, like it was for DEKA Fit Austin, now it's a 10-week program. So it just hits a little bit different, but I'm keeping you ready to race and to compete for whenever. And that's kind of the way the program was designed to be, you know. So it's not like it has starts and stops. It's continuous in the theme and what the purpose is of the program, but it's always targeting a major event So after this, we'll probably go into our deadly, preparation, which will be in September. And then after that, it'll be kind of a combo between Hyrox and our November event.
So it's not just like crazy workouts, random workouts, Instagram. I saw this shit on Instagram. Let's do it.
Yeah, I won't say names, but I know plenty of places that do that kind of shit. No, everything has a purpose, and every day has a purpose. And when you miss a day, you're gonna miss it because it's well planned out and well thought of, and it's all driving you guys to the reason that you're taking the class is to compete at these events. And I don't mean you always have to compete to go podium and stuff like that. Like, if that's not what you're into, that's fine, but compete against yourself. Compete against, like I said earlier, compete against yesterday. You're just competing with that person in the mirror. And I guarantee you, we do it in a way that makes it fun. Even when it's hot as shit outside, you're still having fun. and the community that is there, man, they're high-fiving each other. They are supporting each other. I'm not kidding, man. And again, not just because Bodify family is mine. It is a wonderful community that has taken a life on its own. And it's just a bunch of good people doing fun shit, being competitive, supporting each other. And then we go to events and we have a blast. We go eat together, we hang out, we cheer for each other. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, man. And I come back to it. These last couple of weeks have been, a blessing for me to experience and watch and just be a part of.
I was there this past weekend. I went on Saturday for the hybrid class.
Oh yeah, I saw a video of you in class there.
And like you mentioned, it's like just the energy of the class. It's amazing. It's fun. It's like racing, and it's a challenging workout. It's a workout that compounds like different movements from either like hybrid or Hyrox or DEKA, and it's something amazing. And yes, like even till this day, like when I talk to other coaches, I always talk about the Bodify family, like all the community here, and the amazing members workout stories. Like I love to tell stories from our members, and it's something that I like. Is like I'm still there, guys. I'm still there. It's literally
For
like
sure.
I always talk like I'm still there. Like I like, yeah, that's what we do. And yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, we got that. I mean, like oh, you know how like those medicine balls. Oh, at Bodify we do have those 60-pounders. Like, I always talk like that, and like it's always like exciting to see you guys on the chats, like like having that community, and then I always like obviously talk to the staff. But yeah, like the energy of the class, it's amazing. And it's something that I do miss. Like the members and having that, the people with that same fire. That's the word. People with that same fire. It's something that it is super amazing, and that is something that Bodify has.
Yeah, well, we miss you, man. We love you. You are always part of the family for sure. As you can tell, everybody still loves you, still messages you, and you're always welcome. And especially Saturdays, man. Saturdays are competitive days, so we teach people how to compete too. So don't be scared of that class. If you've never tried it, go try it out. It's again, you're competing against yourself. It's not like it's a race every day. It is a program, a complete program that is 6 days a week. There's something for you to do, and really 7 days a week, because we give you guys a little extra running program that if you want, you can stay busy all week long.
every single person from that class, remember, they had their day one también.
For sure.
So if it's going to be your
We
day
all
one,
did.
hey, that's a win. You
I
already
remember
started.
my day one. Yep. Everybody's got that day one for sure, you know, and so yeah, give it a shot. You know, our new strong program is awesome, and they're very distinct programs. They do different things. Um, so, but if you've never tried hybrid athlete, you know, it is a true passion of mine, and I think you guys would love it. So give it a shot. It's fun.
Si quieren, if you want to try a free class,
There you
give
go.
Bodify a call, 956-568-0383.
Right there. Yeah. All right.
Perfecto.
Well, I think we're a little over on time. So
Yeah, it was a good talk.
it was, man. So I hope to see everybody at Deadly Dozen this weekend. Even if you're not competing, go cheer. The weather should be good. It might get a little wet, but who doesn't love to run in the rain? I do. So we'll
Is it
see.
only it's a one-day event?
One day event on Saturday. It starts at 8 a.m. I think me and Dan go on at 12:12.
Oh,
12:12. Yeah, but it's not going to be that hot. You know, I was kind of worried about the heat when I saw that, but I looked at the weather and it's overcast and
has it been raining?
It's been pouring at night. Every night.
Really?
It freaking pours, man.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's not, because the gym has a leak that the damn landlord, Mr. Landlord, has not fixed yet. So, and then on top of that, Chuy, the AC starts in the studio is conking out on us. So Mr. Landlord's in a bad place with me right now. But we're making the best of it. We got a bunch of fans, and hopefully it's done pretty soon. But they just can't fix it because it keeps on raining every night, man. So God, I'm asking God to at least give me a couple days with no rain so we can get that fixed for the members, man. So bear with us, guys. We're working on it.
Deadly Dozen then, and then keep training Spartan program on the, we said 27th?
On the 27th of June, the running program, and then 4 weeks later in July, the last Saturday in July, we start the actual Saturday program with the runs during the week and everything. That'll be 12 weeks, 12 Saturdays that we'll be training every Saturday morning. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. I'm excited about that. We can probably talk about the new strong program on our next one, because we did change it. We tweaked it, but it's all for the benefit of our people. It gives coaches a lot more freedom to add their spice to things and to program a little bit more freely. So I think you're going to love the differences. I've gotten a lot of great feedback. Some constructive criticism too, which we're looking into, you know, and again, it was the first week. We're still tweaking it. So it'll just keep getting better and better. So just bear with us, guys. And then what else do we got? I think that's it, man, for the short term. Yeah. So go support Deadly Dozen. I would love to see a bunch of people there. We'll take a lot of video. I'm podium chasing, Chuy. I'm podium chasing, bro. I'm gonna try to make it 3 for 3. 3 for 3, bro.
Venga.
And then it's back to hardcore training for one of these ultras coming up. We'll see. All right, guys.
What do we got? Yeah.
I think that's it. Do we have any questions? If you guys got any questions, put them on there. I think they're just.
No vi preguntas. I didn't see any questions. So. I just see people comments. Vermont Redo, November 14. Saludos. Checo Silva, Olga, Pooch, Vega. Spartans están.
All right. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, put a message down here or call the studio. You can message me. I can give you guys some information if you guys need it, or send it to the right place. Tell Chuy we want to see him more often. He can come and take a class whenever he wants. We love him to death. Thanks a lot, Chuy. Appreciate you.
De nada.
And we'll see you guys soon. Do hard shit.
Nos vemos.
This episode was produced by Bodify Functional Fitness.